This is the way. What's up, guys? It's the Iron Mandalorian, and this is a pause in the Disneyland series, which is almost over, and a few vlogs I have upcoming that are really late to upload, but I'm going to take care of that after this. I can't keep this intro going too long, but here's the gist of it. It is almost Halloween, and it is currently October 28th. I am at Meijer, and my mom and sister, I think, are here too, but I got to go find them. And we are getting pumpkins because we're carving pumpkins tonight. As I said, guys, I am at Meijer, and I have to kind of get in there because my mom and sister are inside already, and they're waiting for me, but we're getting pumpkins because we're carving pumpkins tonight, but I have no idea what I'm doing for my carving, so I will get back to you guys on that. Hi, Ellie. We're getting pumpkins. Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing yet for your carving? No? Oh, great. My mom's here too. Okay, there's a lot of pumpkins. Wow, I actually don't know what I'm going to do. I need a big one. I have a goal every year to try and get a bigger one than I did last year. By the look of things, though... Oh, actually, I think I see one right there. So Ellie, of course, wanted the pumpkin that's all the way down at the bottom here. I can't get it, though. I hate you so much right now. Oh, almost got it. Running with the pumpkin. That was awesome. Okay, yeah, there are way more pumpkins over here and a way bigger selection. I gotta find the biggest one. This is gonna be really hard. Oh my gosh. Oh man, there's way too many here, you guys. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. I think I might see one right there, actually. That might be a good one. I just have to make sure it has a stem, because if it doesn't have a stem, then it's gonna be a really big problem trying to get the top of the pumpkin off to get all the innards out. So I'm looking through all these giant pumpkins. All of a sudden I find this puny thing right here. But don't you dare.
Fly.
Drop it.
Awaken.
Wait, you just dropped it on top of the one that I'm looking at. Oh, this is what I go through every year. I can never find the right one until like much later. Actually, this one right here, this might be a good one. I don't want to rush into it because there's two other boxes, but I gotta figure this out. It is a Halloween success. I have found the largest pumpkin. It's the biggest one, and it's definitely bigger than what my mom and sister got. Some might say it is the Great Pumpkin.
It's the Great Pumpkin! He's rising up out of the pumpkin patch!
Okay, so that was fun. My arms are kind of sore now from lifting those pumpkins. Anyway, though, you guys, I got my pumpkin, and as I showed you guys, it was huge. I will give you a more detailed view of it when I get back home. Trust me, it was big. Just to reiterate what I was saying in the store, my challenge every year, Halloween, is find the biggest pumpkin. All right, I always go big for my pumpkin. I always try to find the best one, the biggest one. It's gonna have the biggest face for like the best carving that I can do. I'm not an expert carver for pumpkins, but past couple of years I've been doing my own, and I think it's gone pretty well, actually. But as you can tell, I'm ready for it. I wore my jack-o'-lantern shirt today, and my Disney Halloween baseball cap, which I love this thing. I got it at the Halloween party at Disney a couple years ago. If you have not watched that video, I highly recommend you check it out because that was an amazing experience. It is a bit of a longer one, but only because we did a lot that night for the party because we'd only been there one other time and it was like a super long time ago. But I'm not going to explain it to you guys because you can go watch it for yourselves. Anyway, though, you guys, I am going to pick up my dinner now, actually, because I have another tradition for every year during Halloween time. Papa John's has a jack-o'-lantern shaped pizza, pepperoni pizza, and the pepperoni is the eyes and nose and mouth on the pizza, and then the pizza itself is shaped like a pumpkin. And I get that every year, or as far back as I can remember, honestly, because I've always gotten it on Halloween because it's a once-a-year pizza at Papa John's, and I love getting it because it really completes the holiday for me. It's one of the things that completes it. So my mom placed the order while we were in the store, and I'm going to go get it now. And then I'm going to head home, and later tonight, I'm going to show you guys something really cool at my house for Halloween. I'm really excited about it. All right, guys, so I made it home, and I have the pizza. The surprise that I want to show you guys is outside and working, but I'll show you later when it gets darker. Right now, I'm actually trying to put up some extra Halloween decorations that we usually have inside that weren't up And I don't know why, because one of them is actually really, really awesome. I love that we have it. We got it last year, actually, so we've only used it once. So I'm going to be working on putting up some Halloween decorations in the house. And here, I'll just show you. I kind of got my work cut out for me. There's some lights, and there's some cobweb, there's some ghosts that we have. And yeah, it's a bit. And then I'm probably going to be watching some Halloween stuff while I'm working, and I will just show you guys, I guess after I'm done. Actually, you know what? Why don't I just show you guys some of where this is going to go right now? Anyway, you guys, up first is this black cobweb that I have here. It's going to go right up here on the mantle. And if you look over here, I got Mickey Mouse Halloween cartoon going on TV. Pretty cool. But anyway, let's see if I can get this up here. We have the Haunted Mansion clock, too. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll be able to get this up here, you guys. You'll have to... See, I think what my mom usually does is, because she's the one who usually puts this stuff up here, I think she puts some stuff on the clock here. Yeah, I think we do that. And then, I dropped some of it here, you guys. I'm pretty sure we just kind of stream it along this part here of the mantle. So, I'll show you guys in just a little bit. Alright, there's the jack-o'-lantern pizza. My most favorite piece of Halloween food each year. Uh-oh. Ring! 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 She's killing it! You didn't tell me you were gonna kill it. Ah!
Oh, you didn't tell me you were gonna kill it. Oh.
Okay, you guys, so I got our Halloween decorations set up on the mantle. The black cobweb and the light-up jack-o'-lanterns are my work. The rest are my mom's work. She put up that jack-o'-lantern, that one, and this one, and that one, and the ghost. The Haunted Mansion clock and this clock and everything, they stay up here around. And I got a spider down here. He usually goes outside, but put him in here this time. And then over here, we have, just watch, this is really cool. Ta-da! We got this last year. We've only used it once, which was last year, actually. But I love this thing. I love using it. Over there, we have a jack-o'-lantern candle that we just hang up there. I got a ghost in there and black cat candle hanging in there. But now the moment you've all been waiting for, the surprise. I have a ghost hanging out here, skeleton out here as well, a ghost, another ghost, and another ghost. I hung them all up. I love these ghosts. I think they're really cool. My aunt actually made these for me and my family, so it's pretty cool. And then the best part, the only part that really matters, our entire outside Halloween display. So back over there, we actually have Linus popping out of a pumpkin. It's kind of hard to see. I think we should just start right over here with our small and tiny, but still very spooky graveyard with cobwebs. We have our black cat on top of the jack-o'-lanterns. And then we have our giant Mickey Mouse pumpkin, which really is probably one of my most favorite of our decorations. We actually got it last year, and it's literally one of my favorites. Over here, we have our ghosts popping out of pumpkins, and of course, we have our projection lights. We have Mickey and the gang in their Halloween costumes, and then it's hard to tell, but you got the hitchhiking ghosts projected onto the garage too. Now, we have this tree with orange lights, and then we got Boba Fett with a pumpkin, hands off my bounty, a little joke for trick-or-treating. More lights, more jack-o'-lantern lights. Got another tombstone and BB-8. Unfortunately, the light inside of BB-8 is actually dying, but it's still a really cool inflatable to have because he still works. It says trick-or-treat on the banner. Honestly, I think we should get a spotlight for him because then you can see him better. And over here, we have the Mandalorian, and we have Grogu. There was a miniature version of him at Meijer this year for like on your desk or something. I almost got him, but I didn't. And the Mandalorian sign says, "This is the way to tricks and treats." And unfortunately, I don't know why this isn't working, but we have projection lights that go up on this garage. and it's ghosts and bats, but they're not working for some reason. These have been kind of finicky this year, so I guess we're just not going to have them tonight. But if you guys watch my video from last year, you'll see them because I know we had them last year. Over here, one of our newest additions to the Halloween display out here is the Haunted Mansion clock inflatable. The pendulum doesn't swing, I don't like that. But usually, the hands on the clock are spinning. But since about 2 days ago, they haven't been working, and I don't know why. It might be because of the rain we've been having and they're just malfunctioning. So we might end up getting a new one next year if they have it again. I don't really know, but it's still working and it's really cool to have out here. We've had a few people stopping in front of our house just to view everything because honestly, the Haunted Mansion stuff really is the highlight. And speaking of Haunted Mansion, cannot forget the hitchhiking ghost in the Doom Buggy. Ezra, the tall ghost, his light is actually dying. And that really stinks because that wasn't happening up until about, I think, 2 days ago as well, because we've been having a lot of rain recently, you guys. But put in the comments if you know the other two ghosts' names. I've said them before a lot. But yeah, that tall one, that's Ezra. And then, of course, we have the original haunts of Halloween, the Sanderson sisters, Mary, Winnie, and Sarah Sanderson, in front of Emily Binks's tomb. There were some other versions of this inflatable that we could have gotten last year instead of this one, but this one was the cheapest and really the only one that was actually available to us. The others were kind of sold out. Over here, of course, we have Jack, Sally, and Zero, and I love this inflatable. I really do. I love the Nightmare Before Christmas. However, about 2 years ago, there was a much better inflatable than this one. It was Jack and Sally sitting on Witch Mountain with the moon behind them and Zero down at the bottom, but Zero stopped working, and then the whole thing stopped lighting up, but it was still inflating. So honestly, I think we could have kept it and just put a spotlight on it, but instead we got rid of it, thinking we could get a new one last year, but they didn't have it. They only had this one, so we got this one last year, and this one started dying again. So we got it again this year, and this one seems to be our lucky third. So, you know, third time's the charm, I guess. And then over here, we have this small one, just a little ghost that says Boo on it. I don't remember where we got him from, but I like him. And we put him next to these guys because I know I had the idea to put him in, next to these guys because to me, he kind of looks like Oogie Boogie, just smaller. And we don't have an Oogie Boogie inflatable, even though we've almost gotten one. So I guess, you know, this is what we're going with. Literally one of my most favorite inflatables that we have, the horse-drawn carriage, the haunted carriage, I guess you could say. The horse is down, and I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be standing up more, like he's galloping, I guess. But literally, this is probably one of my most favorite of our inflatables. We had a little bad luck with this one last year. We had a really bad storm last year, and this one actually ripped out of the ground, and the stakes, since they were really tight in the ground, the inflatable ripped off the strings of the stakes, actually, and then ripped off the ground, and it was just a mess. So we got it again this year, and it seems to be doing well. We've had a bit of rain, as I mentioned, but nothing severe, so it's good. Over here, we have the hitchhiking ghosts again, not in the Doom Buggy, and I like this one a little more than the other one right now because all three of them are lit up, but you can't discount the ones that are in the Doom Buggy. I mean, it's iconic, really. We have the full body ones over here and the one in the Doom Buggy over there for this reason, because the carriage is meant to be coming towards them, and they're trying to hitch a ride on the carriage, which, haunted carriage, hitchhiking ghost, I'm pretty sure this guy would pick him up. And then, of course, we have over here our beloved two-headed dragon, who does not light up very well except for his eyes, so spotlight. And then probably another one of my most favorite of our newest addition to the inflatables this year is the singing busts from Haunted Mansion, and they light up, and it says the Haunted Mansion down there on the base. It looks really cool. The only problem is, and I think this is also because of the rain, guys, and the rain's ruining everything about this, but they usually play the Grim Grinning Ghost music, and the lights are actually still flashing to the tune of the music, but the music isn't working, so right now we just have flashing lights inside the inflatable, which, don't get me wrong, looks awesome. The only thing I'd wish about these guys is if it was all of them, but that would be a really big inflatable, but it could be done. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, the haunted tree. And this is actually the same one we had last year, but it's a new one because last year, because of the storm we had, the giant storm last year, the tree had been with us for a couple of years, not just last year, and it was just starting to die. And the eyes weren't working as well, the ghost wasn't working, and the thing was just not standing up as well as it should. So we ended up getting a new tree, and I think we either returned the old one or just trashed it because it really was in bad shape. But I want you guys to know, that's not a mustache, okay? Even though that'd be really funny, it's just the cord for the eyes. So, yeah, that is all of our Halloween decorations, you guys. Here's a full yard shot of all our inflatables, you guys. It's pretty cool. I hope we can keep adding to it, though. It's pretty darn awesome. I love it. Anyway, I think I'm going to take a photo real fast of all this and then head inside because my hands are starting to go numb because it's actually kind of chilly out here tonight. So this pizza has already started to be demolished, you guys. So I am going to eat some of it now while I can, and I'll be carving pumpkins later. And I will let you know also later how the pizza is. Ellie, did you finish your pumpkin? Mm-hmm. What is it? Does it just say boo? Mm-hmm.
But what kind of boo does it say? It's a puppy boo.
It's a puppy boo?
Put the lid on. You can't really tell.
Ta-da!
You can. Put the lid on.
You can kind of tell.
Do you want me to make those bigger?
Okay, you guys, pumpkin carving has begun. As you saw previously, Ellie has already finished her pumpkin, but my mom and I are doing ours right now. And I've already taken out the pumpkin innards. My mom is carving Wile E. Coyote into her pumpkin, and it's going to look like Wile E. Coyote is literally smashing into her pumpkin. And she's going to push the Wile E. Coyote shape that she carved into the pumpkin, so it looks like he literally ran into it. So we'll see. It's stuck though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna come out in pieces. I have to do it in small pieces.
Okay. I, on the other hand...
It'll break.
I, on the other hand, am doing Jack Skellington into my pumpkin because this year, 2023, The Nightmare Before Christmas celebrated their 30th anniversary. It was originally released in 1993, and because it was their 30th anniversary this year, they re-released it into theaters. So I thought, why not honor the movie and do a Nightmare Before Christmas carving in my pumpkin? As part of our pumpkin carving tradition, we are watching It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. And after this, we'll be watching Garfield's Halloween. Both very old Halloween shorts, but very much a part of our Halloween tradition. The Halloween puppy is tired and bored, by the way. So now begins the carving of my pumpkin. And I am very, very curious how this is going to go because putting in the little holes with the screwdriver into the picture of the carving I'm doing, it wasn't fun. It was taking me forever. So I'm going to do my best with this, but the mouth especially is going to be very difficult. Anyway, here we go. Oh gosh. Come on. Quite stubborn this time around. And I get this every year because I always have to get the biggest pumpkin. So the biggest pumpkin usually has the toughest outer layer. At least in my experience. Okay. That's one eye done. If I can get it to... Ooh, boy. It's not going in. Ooh. There it goes. Wait. It's going. Oh. Holy cow. This is one stubborn pumpkin. Second eye was very simple. Now I gotta do the nose. And the nose is basically the eyes, but way, way smaller. And I'm not really sure how that's gonna go. Okay, you guys. Eyes and nose are done. The mouth. Guys, I'm really worried about how the mouth is gonna go. Because the mouth, you guys, is slightly open in the middle. And then the rest of it is shut. But then, Jack, he has those little notches. Because he's a skeleton. He's got those little notches on his mouth. And I have to carve those too. And those are going to be really hard because they're so small and so close together. So I'm really hoping I don't mess this up. You know what, you guys? The mouth is going to take really long. So, to conserve battery power of my phone and to save myself the pain of editing. You've seen me carve the eyes and the nose. I'm gonna let the mouth be a surprise, and you guys will just have to wait and see it when I am done, and I will let you know if it was a success or a disaster. Okay, you guys, moment of truth. The mouth is done being carved. I had to freestyle it mostly because most of the marks I made with the screwdriver for the tracing, they kind of disappeared on me, or I made a error while carving the screwdriver marks into the paper, but I don't think it's that because I'm looking at the paper and there's all the holes in it from the screwdriver, so I don't know. But I'm gonna see if this worked. I don't know if it's gonna push through all the way. I'm gonna have to be very careful with this, but it's starting to go. Okay, here we go. There it goes. There it goes. It's going. Okay, guys, it's done. I think it looks pretty darn great. I think I did a good job with this. It's slightly curved up here, but I think that still works pretty well with, actually it looks very similar to what it looks like on the paper. Okay guys, everyone hail to the Pumpkin King. Look at that! Jack Skellington, you guys. That's pretty darn great. Look at that. I did that. I carved that. Pretty darn great. Another Halloween carved pumpkin in the bag. The trick-or-treat bag. But everyone bow, hail to the Pumpkin King. Okay, you guys, well, pumpkin carving is done. We've tested all the candles in all 3 pumpkins, and they look pretty darn awesome, I gotta be honest. The Wile E. Coyote idea that my mom did it's hilarious, it really is. It really does look like he smashed into the pumpkin. Ellie's idea for her pumpkin saying boo, and the O's are supposed to be paw prints. She freestyled more, so it still worked, but it didn't look exactly like it did on the printout. And then the Jack Skellington that I did, that's pretty darn awesome, I gotta be honest. Like, it went very well, because I freehanded most of the mouth, because I lost most of the marks that I made for that part of the carving. Anyway, though, it's been a fun night for Halloween activities. You guys got to see the Halloween display that we have for this year. Most of the same, but some new stuff. And I'd like to also mention the jack-o'-lantern pizza from Papa John's. Fantastic. I'd probably give it a maybe a 9 out of 10, maybe 9.5. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good. Anyway, though, we're watching some more Halloween stuff on TV, and pretty much tired out for the rest of the night. So I'm going to end the vlog here. I possibly have another one that I'm maybe doing tomorrow. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, the Force is with you on this blessed day, and I will see you real soon. Happy Halloween, by the way. End credit scene, you guys. The pumpkins are outside and on display. All 3 are lit up, and I gotta be honest, they look pretty darn awesome out here. They really do. That's pretty darn awesome. I really like the Wile E. Coyote thing that my mom did. That's really clever. That's pretty darn awesome. You can see where the little toes are for the paw prints on Ellie's, where it says boo. They're just a little too long, I guess, but you know, you can still tell that they're paws. And then, of course, Jack Skellington. I mean, that mouth, it turned out way better than I thought it would. That's pretty darn great.